How's it going, everyone? My name is Clink, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. Today we're gonna just continue going through the Terrace here. We got the Dino Piranha star last time and started the game, so we can just jump on into the first, or the rest of Good Egg here, not the first, like, major mission. Otherwise, at this point, I'm gonna be saying that for the whole rest of the game. But a snack of cosmic proportions is our next mission here, and, it's no coincidence that they had just taught you how to pick up star bits and shoot them at Lumas, because we're going to need to put that skill to the test in this level. So you need to be collecting a whole lot of star bits. We're going to need at least 100 to finish the level, but obviously I'm going to pick up a lot more than that throughout this. You can get nearly 100 on just this first planet alone if you are picking up pretty much every single one. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm well aware I can do that, buddy. But thank you for the advice. It's appreciated. And then we can kill these little things. I have no idea what these are. They kind of like suck themselves onto your head. And they can be a little annoying in certain areas, mainly because they make it to where you can't move as well, but go ahead and get these. Yeah, it's... I have to say, when 3D All-Stars was first coming out, I was just like, how on earth is Galaxy going to work with a Pro Controller? I actually did my whole first playthrough with, like, separated Joy-Cons, so it could be kind of like I'm playing on the Wii. But I have to say, once I got used to playing with the Pro Controller and hitting the Y button to spin, because, you know, like, 10 years for me, at least, of playing it on the Wii, I was pretty used to it. But, nah, honestly, the Pro Controller works really well for this game. You do have to recenter the gyro, but it really isn't that bad, honestly. And the gameplay's great. It would just have been really, really nice had Nintendo not forgotten about Galaxy 2 when they released 3D All-Stars. Because it deserved to be there alongside the rest of them. I mean, honestly, I would have... Even though I'm sure it would have just made the price of Sunshine even worse, I would have given up Sunshine just to have Galaxy 2 on 3D All-Stars. But Sunshine also has its place in Mario's history, so it makes sense as to why it was there over Galaxy 2, but Galaxy 2 is just so good. Like, if you haven't played Galaxy 2, find a way to play it. I highly recommend you play it, and we're gonna get to it. I don't know if I'm going to do it immediately after I finish this game, but I very much intend to do it. But yeah, we're going to go and collect all the star bits and see all the planets in this level, because why not? Let's destroy this. I'm not going to mess it up like I was last time with these things. I say as I almost get hit by one. And I'm not great at the timing of this, if you can't tell. And plus, we can get a whole bunch of extra lives. Your extra lives will reset upon exiting your save, by the way. So that's a thing to point out. But I'm gonna... no, I'll leave that rock for later. I've always thought it looked like jelly inside those things. I kind of hadn't really ever had the thought before. I watched some Let's Play of this game a long time ago. I've seen a decent few. I don't know why, but I remember this one. I don't remember what the channel was called. It was like Mario something, I feel like. And I remember they had one for both Galaxy 1 and 2, and I watched both of those. And of course, I watched Sugar Conroy's Super Luigi Galaxy, and that was maybe one of the first Let's Plays I watched of his. But yeah, let's talk to this Luma. This is the one that we need to feed. Yeah, I do have some tasty star bits. If you feed me a bunch of star bits, then I'll burst with snacky happiness and then transform. I'm famished. I need 100 star bits to curb the hunger pangs. Okay. So you do have to actually make sure you're aiming at the Luma to shoot them in. If you move the cursor away from them, you can actually miss and waste your star bits. But just go ahead and feed them up. That's it. I'm stuck. Here we go. Transform! And we can get... this planet. I forgot this was the planet. I don't know why I thought we were going straight to the Pill Planet. I always think of the Pill Planet, though. It's such a memorable planet for some reason. I can't really explain why. And then this planet here actually gets reused in Galaxy 2, in the Yoshi Star Galaxy. I do remember that. It's kind of funny, I revisit Mario Galaxy 1 a lot more often than I revisit Galaxy 2. I'll revisit 1 about every year or so. But 2 I don't play but every like 3 to 4 years. It's kind of weird. But I think the music's gonna change here in a second once we get inside of this planet. Or has it already? Oh no, it's already different. I just can't hear it that well. I really should maybe turn up the TV volume for my sake just a little bit more. Yeah, we can like run through this planet and the gravity will change, and I think this is the first time you have to go upside down, so it's very safe on what they expect you to do here. Just walk across this, kill this Octumba, and even the Starbits are affected by the gravity. We're getting close to the end of this mission already. Let's go ahead and go up here. Just do a backflip, and we're at the top. Hi, Goombas! Pardon me. And we can go to where the star's at, which we saw at the start. And these planets here we're actually going to see in the next mission. So there's not just starships for launch stars, they're also for pull stars. However, we don't need to collect these. I say as I fail to do that. There we go. You can just long jump into the middle and save yourself some time, but yeah, that mission's pretty long. It's really cool though. I really like it. It's just a bunch of starbit collecting. But like I said, we're going to be picking up a lot because each dome is going to have a hungry Luma that we're going to need to feed a bunch of starbits. And the first one starts at 400. So it takes quite a lot. Well done, brave explorer. You've discovered a new galaxy. Collecting power stars will expand our range of vision, perhaps to eventually include the enemy base. And now I'm not gonna save, just to save a couple seconds. I might just save at the end of every part. So we could go to the other galaxy, but I think the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna pretty much just try to do everything I can in one galaxy in a go. My goal, or my plan, is to collect every star before beating the final boss that you can get, which might make the final few parts a little tedious to some people, if you know what is at the end. It doesn't bother me personally. I actually do like the missions that we can do at the end, but we shall see how that goes. You don't need to spend as much time on this first planet. I'm not going to sit here and collect all of the star bits yet again on here. We will just backflip up here. You can take the pipes or whatnot, but it's just so much faster to do this. And like I said, we'd be coming to these planets in this mission. So this is King Kaliente's battle fleet, right? That is what it's called. We are going to be meeting the King Kaliente himself, and does this code tell us anything? He spins around a lot. Save me, thanks Mario. In return, I'll tell you a secret about this place. Apparently the spiky things hate coconuts. So yeah, we got some coconuts. And we're going to actually be sending them towards this thing. But what I really want to do, although I might be thinking of a later mission with this, is, yeah, it is a later mission. I was gonna say we're gonna send them up to the other planet there. And hey, look at that on this palm tree. Couple starbits. That's kind of nice. We are going to go over here, and there's Pokey. But if you just shoot a coconut at it, you'll kill it. Nice and easy. Sorry, Mr. Goomba. I'm heading out. Oh, right. I forgot about this part. So with launch stars and sling stars, those are sling stars, by the way. If you sit in them for a minute, you'll come back out. You don't have to use them, so we can do that on this planet here. And we're not going to kill these Goombas immediately because we're just going to get a rainbow star. So this is the first power-up we're getting in the game. And the rainbow star is a good indicator of how most, not all, but most power-ups are going to work in Galaxy. So this is the first game, or first 3D Mario to have your traditional Mario power-ups that you would have seen in the 2D games. However, they do work quite a bit differently in this game, as most of them are on a timer. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are, like Fire Flower will be later on in the game. And they're more just used to solve some sort of slight puzzle or whatever, instead of being, you know, actual power-ups. But some of them will be just straight up upgrades to use throughout a level, but you can't carry them out of the stage, unfortunately. But we'll go on ahead and get past these chain chomps and bullet bills to head up to the actual battle fleet of King Kaliente's here. And we can meet these, don't know what these guys are called, but they shoot coconuts, and as we have learned, we can hit coconuts back at things, and that will kill them. It's very cool. I have to say, with all the really cool physics and stuff in this game and the planets, it is incredible what Nintendo did on the Wii with this game. This game still looks pretty good, if you ask me. I think it has aged like a very fine wine visually. Gameplay-wise, it's just as easy to play today as it was when it first came out. And it's, I don't know, it's hard not to love Mario Galaxy, really. I don't know what else to say. Like, I've got some friends who kind of can't really stand playing Mario 64, and that's pretty fair. I think Mario still moves pretty well in that game, but I don't know, I just can't see someone saying this game aged poorly. It's really hard. Be careful, there's big danger up ahead. If things get really bad, shoot a starbit at one of those lights on the ground, then a coin will pop out. Grab it to replenish some of your life. So yeah, if you shoot one of these, boom, there's a coin. But we picked up a life mushroom. That's the red one I picked up. I kind of didn't even acknowledge that, I guess. But it'll double your health from 3 to 6. Because unlike Mario 64 and Sunshine, you do not have 8 health in this game. You only have 3. Although originally you were going to have 8 health in this game. If you actually look at some of the earlier trailers for this game, you can see Mario with 8 life instead of only the 3. But King Kaliente here is going to be reinforcing your coconut hitting skills that we have been using throughout this level. That's the beauty of Mario Galaxy here. They will show you some new mechanics in a level. You'll have to get better at them throughout it. It's, you know, simply just good game design. But the crazy thing is, instead of just building on it the whole game, they just throw it right out the window. On the last hit here, he'll deflect it twice, but that's all we gotta do to take him out and get our Power Star. Hooray! We can get a few more star bits and stuff. I might as well get those along the way to the star. I'm making good progress on getting star bits. I just want to make sure I'm getting plenty, and you know, it means I'll have a lot of extra lives throughout the game, but they're gonna keep resetting on me, and I'm probably gonna record 2 or 3 parts at a time if I had to guess. Since I'm making each of these parts a little longer. I made the Mario Sunshine parts fairly short, but I don't want this game to be too many episodes. I'd like to be done around episode 40 at the most, I want to say. So we can't really unlock any of these 2 galaxies yet. I was gonna do one of those because they're smaller than Honey Hive here. But we'll go on ahead and just jump into the first star of Honey Hive instead, I guess, since that's all we really can do. But we'll do B Mario Takes Flight. See what's up here. I do really like Honey Hive as well. Honey Hive is kind of one of the more, what you would call explorative levels in this game. You still can't really explore a lot, but this first planet here feels very Mario 64-like, and just that you can wander around it and just kind of see the sights of it and interact with things. Like, we can talk to these bee people. New bees must greet Her Highness, Queen Bee. I still find it really funny that they put the Queen Bee in Mario Kart 7 for the 5 of you that actually remember Mario Kart 7, because I swear that game is very slept on. Mario Kart 7 is still great. You should go back and play it. I think you'd be quite surprised at how good the track selection is in that game. But I'm not here to talk about Mario Kart for like 5 years. See that area behind the waterfall? That's our queen's castle. I think I need to get these guys a dictionary. Anyway, you transformed into Bee Mario. Hold B to buzz around. So this is one of the few power-ups in the game that is not on a timer. Instead, you have a flight meter here, and once it runs out, you can no longer fly, and you'll need to touch the ground again to regain it. Going into water, you will lose the bee suit. Also, as a bee, these mosquitoes will hate you. They're actually terrified of you as regular Mario. Oh wow, I forgot. Getting hit by them does in fact make you lose it. Yeah, see, he runs away now that I'm not a bee. They're like, no, not the human. Okay, let's maybe get a coin here. There we go. I don't need the bee suit to go down here. And there's also an extra life right here. That's a little hidden, but trying to be a little sneaky. I see you, Nintendo. I see you. We can just get another bee mushroom right here. What do you have to say? Castle is past this wall. It's true. Bees never lie. I find that hard to believe. How do I know you're not a spy for the bees? But you also can climb on honey walls. We'll see that a little later. I was gonna say you don't get slowed down by honey, but I was very wrong about that. And let's not die here. I'm gonna see how long we can go without dying. But now that I've said that, I'm probably gonna die in the not too distant future. Yeah, like I said, we need to avoid water. I almost said lava. You also get these stupid guys. These are basically Octoombas as well. They're just red. They will try to run away from you a little bit before shooting a rock at you. And I guess the normal Octoombas don't really shoot rocks. They just kind of act like they do. I always just think of them in Galaxy 2. You're gonna hear me just mention Galaxy 2 a lot throughout this because, I mean, they're very similar games. There's no getting around that. Galaxy 2 plays exactly the same, but does change a couple things with its core mechanics. But yeah, you can also stick on these flowers. I didn't really mention that. If you're regular Mario, then you will make the flowers disappear when standing on them. You can come over here, get a couple extra star bits. Then you just gotta be kind of careful here. But as you can see here, if I can get to one, the coins will also restore your flight meter. There's not going to be very many times throughout the game where you're going to really need that at all. It's not like you're going to have to go a long stretch and make sure you're collecting coins along the way. But here's where we can climb honey for the first time. And you can kind of just fly around a little bit. It can feel a little weird at first, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. We'll just coochie 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 coo up all the way through the wall. And hi, Mr. Piranha Plant. And I swear your spin attack is just not nearly as effective as Bee Mario. But let's head up here and meet the Honeybee Queen. And who might you be? A physician, we presume? No matter, we are in the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itchiness plagues our entire being. It must be stopped. Please find the source at once. With pleasure? Question mark? I think I almost just walked off the edge there. Ignore that. So yeah, you can kind of see them a little bit. There are star pieces on the queen here, and we need to climb all over her and grab each of them. And see, look, she's so happy already, but man, if this isn't kind of weird. There we go. We get all 5. My thanks, you have shown much bravery, newbie. We trust that we may rely on you in the future. And rely on us they will, for sure. And can I not fly this way, maybe? Game? Want to get out of this bee's gravitational pull. I do think it's really funny that something like a bee has its own gravitational pull. And we can meet the best character of the game now. In Toad. Ah! A bee? Okay, I'm not gonna rip off Nintendo Capri Sun's joke there, but... What? Mario? Hey, it's you! We escaped from Peach's castle too. Then we thought Bowser would get us, and then we got lost with Luigi. Oh, I just remembered. We found a power star. I'm sure you need this, so here, take it. Hooray! Our next power star. So yeah, that's the first star here in Honey Hive. Completed. Now, if there's one thing that I've got to admit does slightly annoy me with this game, and it's mainly with replays, it's that the amount of time where you have to like go through this animation and it shows the star counter going up, and then you save the game and your starbit counter goes up. It actually adds up to a lot more time than you would think throughout a whole playthrough. Mario, your name is Mario, isn't it? That is what I heard from your friends who just arrived. Mario, it is such a nice ring.
Look.
Your friends are waiting for you in the garage. I think they want to tell you something, so you'd best hurry on over there. But yeah, it's a really minor issue to have with the game. Like, it's not like a deal breaker, massive flaw, but like, it can really add up more than you would think. It's like a whole hour of the game by the end of it that is just that animation. Mario, somehow we made it too. We'll help you get the power stars and save Princess Peach. You can count on us, Mario. We're all in this together. The Lumens are going to build us a ship. When it's done, let's go look for Princess Peach and power stars. Okay. So I guess this place is some kind of mobile space station controlled by that Rosalina lady. But who exactly is she anyway? She's not a witch, is she? Is she? No, that's ridiculous, right? And extra life. Yes, please. So we'll do one more star today, because I do believe that we can access the smaller galaxies now. And then ideally, I'm going to finish the first world in the next part. But we'll see. Okay, we can access one of them, and it is Loop-de-Loop Galaxy. This is a fairly short-ish level. And the other one would have been better, honestly, but we're gonna do it anyway. Surfing 101. This is going to be the first of quite a few motion control based stars. I almost said shines. Ah, well, why haven't I worn that off yet? But yeah, we're gonna learn how to ride a manta ray and go surfing. It is kind of cool, but not as cool as the snowboarding minigame in Twilight Princess. Oh, but this is your first time race surfing, right? Well then, let me show you the ropes. Now let me explain. Try to match the guide on the bottom right. So you want to hold your controller flat. The game will get mad at you and not let you continue until you do that. Twisting left with your controller will tilt you to the left. Do the same to go the right. It all works with the gyroscope on the Switch version. And then holding down B will make you go faster. Now, the main thing with this version is that you cannot use the cursor really while doing this. So all those star bits are just there unless you have a player 2 helping you out, which is the co-star Luma. I'm not going to really show that at all in this LP, but it's there. And we just have to do a full lap around this. It says best is 130, and I'm already trying to use the stick instead of motion controls to do this. But really, this star's not that bad, although if there's going to be a first death today, this is where it would have to be, because I don't like letting go of the B button, and that can blow up in your face sometimes. And considering it's been probably about a year since I last done this star, I don't remember the controls of the manta ray extremely well. They're not like completely second nature. But honestly, I don't hate these stars as much as some people do. I think they're all right. They're not amazing or anything, but they can be kind of fun. I think the ones in Galaxy 2 are a little bit better, but the ones in this game are certainly not awful. I would say the manta ray is... Actually, no. There is one that I don't like very much, and we'll get to that here in a decent chunk of the way into the game. But we get a gold medal, which is just a power star, but that's how it is in a Mario game. Everything is a star. So we shall take our reward and leave. And that is the only thing in this galaxy. Most worlds will have either 2 to 3 larger galaxies, and then they'll have 1 or 2 of these smaller 1-star galaxies. I don't know why they did the smaller ones. I honestly think they should just put like 3 or 4 bigger galaxies for each world, but Some of them are actually pretty cool. But with that, I'm going to end this part here, and I will see you guys next time where we'll hopefully finish up the terrace here. Bye-bye.